This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
And apparently it's going to take some time before he gets his elevation because he's going to be downgraded a little bit by Triple H. Hunter is going to pin Jericho for the Intercontinental title on SmackDown. And later on that month at the Backlash pay-per-view, which you and Conrad covered recently for ad-free shows, he and Austin will win the tag team titles as well. But by the way, JR, before we get to Backlash, Chris Jericho and William Regal are going to compete in one of the silliest matches in WWF history. And I'm going to read the notes that Dave Meltzer wrote in The Observer. William Regal pins Chris Jericho in 12 minutes and 11 seconds in what was billed as a Duchess of Queensbury match, complete with a matronly-looking woman dressed as a duchess at ringside, playing a cross between Vince McMahon and Jacques Rougeau, and doing a gimmick of changing the rules as they went along. Match was fine as far as the work, but it got silly in a hurry. Jericho had Regal pinned after the lion salt when the Duchess signaled for the bell, claiming it was the end of the first round. Regal used the Regal stretch, but Jericho made the ropes. Then when Jericho got on the walls, Regal tapped, but it was announced that submissions aren't allowed under the rules. Regal then hit Jericho over the head with the Duchess scepter. Yes, I said scepter, and was DQ'd. Of course, it was then ruled that there's no DQ under the rule, and the match continued. Regal finally ended up with his face in the Duchess crotch and did his priceless facials. Jericho threw her into the ring and put her into the walls, and Regal nailed Jericho with 3 chair shots and got the pin. This is one of the most unique matches in WWF history where the gimmick is never done again. Thank you, Jesus. Is this a failure creatively in your mind, and does it hurt Chris and Regal at all?
Well, yeah, it's a failure. The idea didn't get over. I don't know that. I don't know that the announcers, myself, or I think Paul Heyman was there with me at that time. I'm not sure we knew
what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, I don't think we knew. I don't think we had nobody clear. And that tells me that the rules were still being discussed, leading right up to match time. The concept. So I don't think it was obviously not good creative. Like you said, the proof in the pudding there is if it had been good, then there would be more of them.
Right.
It never occurred again. But it didn't do Chris and Regal any favors. It's almost like they both had to individually hit the restart button and get back and trying to build something. And that after coming off a stinker like that, it just takes a little time to get the stink off of you.
Yeah, talk about the stink off you, whoever ended up in the Duchess crotch. So you heard it here first from JR. He is not a fan of the Duchess of Queensbury match. Well, Jim, I got a smile on my face because we're finally about to tell a story between two performers as we're going to build the WrestleMania. And it's Jericho and William Regal. And my goodness, it starts off on Monday Night Raw on March 19th when Jericho enters the office of William Regal and he has to go to the bathroom. I'm talking number 1, and he happens to find William Regal's tea kettle.
Uh-oh.
And this has Vince McMahon written all over it. I mean,
Regal's, you know that.
Regal's reaction is priceless. He drinks the tea, and his reaction is, "Wow, that's tart."
Yeah.
We even get Harvey Wimpleman in the skit.
Regal. Well, I've said this before the show. There are very few guys in pro wrestling that I've met and developed relationships with that I value more than William Regal, aka Darren Matthews, who's an invaluable asset for WWE, and it would be for any company that he chose to hang his hat. And he was a good sport. His facial expressions were priceless, and it shows you how much you can get over by learning the subtleties and perfecting the subtleties. We talked about all that big list of 18 people that got released. They need to watch a lot of their work, their own work, and they need to see how they can improve in the transitions from offense to defense, maybe their finishing hold, how they navigate a near fall, all those things. Regal's he's a star that's never got his due as much as I believe he deserves.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.